The ocean is way deeper than you think. So, this is from real life lore. I saw a bunch of videos of them doing it. But what I'm mainly confused of, why does YouTube look like this? Why is everything animated? Like, it looks so weird. But yeah, man, I have a Twitch channel now, so go to that. I'll have the link in the description. Um, I'm sorry I didn't put it in the last video. I forgot. But yeah, it's from real life lore. Subscribe to him, subscribe to me, and let's get into it.
The ocean is really, really deep. Deeper, in
No.
fact, than most of us realize. If
I did not know that. I thought the ocean was like only like 2 feet.
you were to shave off all of the land from the tops of every continent
Minecraft.
and island in the world and fill up the ocean's deepest points with that land, then the entire Earth would be covered in an ocean 2 miles deep.
That's crazy, bro. Like, you gotta think about it. Like, our Earth is literally like only water. Like, not like literally like 90% of the world is ocean, and we haven't even explored it yet. Who knows? Though, Megalodon still might be alive just somewhere in there. We only explored like what 30% of the ocean, probably like up to like 15% now. But like that's just crazy to think about. Because like, what if there's just something that insanely terrifying that we just haven't found yet, like haven't unlocked?
3/4 of our planet is already covered in
Yeah.
water, though, and it goes a lot deeper than just 2 miles.
Yeah.
Let's start with a sense of scale. This dot right here is the size of an average human.
Dang.
This slightly larger dot is the size of an elephant, and this is the size of the largest ship ever built, the Knock Nevis.
That was the Titanic.
With that in mind, let's start going underwater and see what we
That's crazy.
find out. The
I
first
bet.
milestone is at 40 meters below the surface, which is the maximum depth allowed for recreational scuba diving. A little further down at 93 meters is where the wreck of the Lusitania was discovered, which
I've never heard of that, bro.
is interesting because the Lusitania itself is 240 meters long, which means
How did you know this? Like, that's my question. How did you know? How do you know all this stuff?
that it sank in water shallower than it is long. So if the
Wait, so how does that work? So, what if it like sank like vertical?
ship was standing on its stern or bow, it would
Yeah.
be sticking out of the water.
That's crazy.
Just slightly deeper than that, at 100 meters, is where diving can become seriously fatal if you're not careful because
Oh, great.
of decompression sickness. But that didn't stop a man named Herbert Nitsch to accomplish the free diving world record at a depth of 214 meters. This guy swam down
That's
to this
crazy.
level with just one single breath.
What? One breath? How? How do you one breath?
But a little
I can
further
barely hold my breath for like 20 seconds.
down at 332 meters, we have the scuba diving world record, which was accomplished by another man named Ahmed
Ahmed.
Gabir. If he had swam down another 111 meters, then he would have reached the height of the Empire State Building if it was submerged underwater. And a little further
How does this guy know this stuff? Like, how do you conclude about this? Like, how long did this video take to make?
than that, at 500 meters below the surface, we arrive at the maximum dive depth of blue whales.
Blue whale. That's crazy. Them things can go only that far?
The largest creatures on the planet, and also the limit of the U.S. Seawolf class nuclear submarine. At 535 meters, we can witness the maximum dive depth of emperor penguins.
Wait, penguins can go farther than whales? That's crazy. What?
And this is when we must bring up the intensity of water pressure.
Ah.
At this level below the surface, the water pressure exerted on a person or the penguins would be roughly equivalent to a polar bear standing on a quarter. So
What is that comparison? Panda. Oh yeah. What? How? That does not make any sense. Why would you have that as the example? Polar bear standing on a quarter. Like, do something like a human standing on an egg, or like something like that. What do you mean panda? Like,
But further down the depths, at 830 meters,
Man,
would
we
be the
went
height
far.
of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai,
Burj
the tallest
Khalifa.
building in the world. Once we hit 1,000 meters below the surface, we begin to enter the scary zone.
the scary zone. Man, that's super. Man, I'm intimidated, man. I would never go down the scary zone. That just seems like I was named by a second grader, the scary zone.
Light from the surface can no longer reach beyond this point, so the rest of the
Oh.
ocean below is shrouded in
So this is where all them like animals are, like what that one animal with like the light on his head or whatever.
permanent darkness. On top of that, the
That's
water
scarified. That's
The pressure
terrifying.
you would experience at this point would be about the same as if you were standing on the surface of the planet Venus,
I mean, that's not as bad, but like, how am I meant to know that?
meaning that you would die very quickly. You
Oh,
would also
yeah,
meet
thanks,
the
bro.
giant squid at this sea level if the water pressure didn't
What? The giant squid?
already kill you. At 1,280 meters, we reach the maximum depth dived to by the leatherback sea turtle.
They can go that far? They can go almost 3 times farther than a blue whale. That is insane.
And further down at 1,828 meters, we would reach the deepest part of the Grand Canyon were it to be underwater with
Okay, that's a weird comparison.
us. Down at 2,000 meters, we start to encounter some of the more terrifying sea creatures, like
yeah,
the
that's what I was talking
ominously named black dragonfish.
about. Black dragonfish. Why couldn't it just be a dragonfish, huh? Racism. Why couldn't it just be called a dragonfish? It has to be called a black dragonfish.
A carnivorous beast with a stomach that doesn't allow light to be emitted through it.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Meaning that since we're in total darkness underwater at this point, the only way you would ever see this thing is with
Ah! Oh my god, that thing is terrifying. Ew.
a flashlight. A little further down at 2,250
I don't like that.
meters, we would reach the maximum depth dived to by both sperm whales and the
Ew, sperm whales. Ugh, nobody likes them sperm whales.
very frightening colossal squid.
That's a thing?
Sperm whales often have sucker marks and scars
Oh.
left on their bodies from battles with a colossal squid that likely
Aw.
take place at these incredible depths. The squids themselves
That's sad, man.
grow to be 14 meters long
14. Oh my god.
and weigh up to 750
Have we like seen one of these things? Like, how do we know it exists?
kilograms with eyes the size of a dinner plate and
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
razor sharp sickles in the middle of their tentacles.
Oh.
So yeah, good luck with that down there. Way further
Yeah,
down
I'm glad
at
I'm up here, bro.
3,800 meters, we can find the wreck of the RMS Titanic. And a bit past that,
Uh-huh.
at 4,000 meters,
Oh wait, we went that far to find the Titanic?
and a bit past
Oh, that's actually insane. I thought like, so how did we find it? Oh yeah, like with the like submarine.
that, at 4,000 meters, we start to enter the abyssal zone of the
The abyssal.
Ocean.
See, that's better than the scary zone. Like what?
water pressure is at an astonishing 11,000 pounds per
Wow, and animals can just survive and just thrive down here like that.
square inch down here, and there are numerous strange, almost alien-like creatures that inhabit these
Yeah, like that
depths,
thing
such
I was
as the
talking about.
fangtooth, anglerfish,
Anglerfish, that's what it's called. That is terrible. That's like the cousin of the anglerfish. Yo, these things are insane. Think about that's on Earth.
and
That is.
viperfish.
Oh my god, the viperfish. I've seen one. I've heard of one of these things before.
Down at
Oh god.
4,267
I'm happy I'm up here.
meters is the average depth of the ocean where you would normally expect to hit the floor, but
Oh,
there are
okay.
parts of the ocean that go significantly deeper than even
Like
this.
the Mariana Trench.
At 4,791 meters rests the wreckage of the battleship Bismarck,
We found that all the way down here.
sunk during World War II, and way
Wow.
down at 6,000 meters is
Oh
the
wow, we
beginning
just
of
jumped down 2,000 meters.
the Hadal Zone,
See, this another better name than the frickin' scary zone.
named after the underworld Hades itself.
Was? Yo.
The water pressure down at these depths can become 1,100 times what you would experience way back on top at the surface, which is
Whoa.
roughly equal to an elephant balancing on a postage stamp.
What? Can you have some better comparison? Elephants and then a postage. What is that? How am I meant to even understand that? I've never seen that in my life. What?
Or a single person carrying the weight of 50 Boeing 747
Okay, that's a little bit better. But like, what do you mean? A polar bear standing on a quarter and then an elephant standing on a postage stamp. That's better comparison.
jumbo jets.
That is
Down at these
insane.
depths, you would be crushed immediately without any outside protection.
Bro.
But life still exists down here in various
That's just insane that things survive down here. Like, just creatures are just, like, just chilling down here when we're up there just, like, can't even going farther than that scary zone.
forms. At 6,500 meters, we reach the maximum depth that the DSV Alvin can dive to.
Oh, so this is how we found like the Titanic.
A popular research submarine that helped to discover the Titanic.
Yeah.
Way further
Okay.
down at 8,848 meters below the surface, and we have arrived at the height of Mount Everest, where to be upside down and placed underwater. And then way further
How do you know this? Like, how?
past even that, at 10,898 meters, we arrive at the depth reached by James Cameron in 2012 during the Deep Sea
Jeez, he can go far. That's
Challenger
crazy.
mission. The deepest point in the ocean yet reached by humans was back in 1960, though, when two men named Don Walsh and Jacques Piccard reached a depth of 10,916 meters using their Trieste submarine. It took them 5 hours to descend through the ocean to this depth, and they only stayed for 20 minutes before a window cracked and they began.
Oh my. A window cracked. Imagine being that far and a window cracks. Oh my god, that'd be terrifying. Oh my god. Imagine you're all the way down there, you can't see nothing, and just a window cracks. That would be actually terrifying.
And to resurface. Just a bit
Hope
further
they're good.
down from there at 10,972 meters, and we reach the average flight altitude of a commercial airliner.
So it's literally just, okay.
So if you've ever looked out of a window while on a flight and looked down to the ground, that's a very good sense of how incredibly deep down into the abyss that we are currently at. Finally, when we hit 10,994 meters, we have hit the bottom of the known ocean called the Challenger Deep, right here on this map just about 300 kilometers southwest of Guam Island. However, it is believed that there are almost certainly even deeper parts of the ocean.
I mean, yeah, 1,000,000%, right? Because, like, we've only explored, like, 15%. Like, there is 1,000,000%. It's certain that there's definitely more.
And then this that just haven't been discovered yet.
Definitely.
It wasn't until 1997, after all, that the Sirena Deep was discovered with a depth of 10,732 meters, making it the second deepest known point in the ocean. It is estimated that only about 5% of the ocean's...
That is insane. And how long was this ago? So 8 years ago. So okay. But that is insane. 5% of the entire ocean has only been to explore. It's probably like 10% now. That is actually wild.
Or has been accurately mapped, leaving the other 95% to be currently a mystery. It may be only a matter of time before an even deeper part of our ocean is found, and who knows what we may discover there.
That is insane, man. This was a great video. Like, this was this definitely deserves the 50 million views. But that is insane, bro. We've only explored that much, and there's that much. That's just crazy, man. But yeah, man. If you enjoyed, then subscribe. Subscribe to this guy. Like, please do. Go to my oh my god. Oh my god. Go to my Twitch. It's in the link in the description. But yeah, man. Peace.